Aunt Florence, who raised Mark, is a great cook. Her triumph, which she serves on Thanksgiving along with the turkey, is a brisket cooked with sauerkraut and brown sugar. And it sounds perfectly awful, I know, but it's truly one of the most delicious things I've ever eaten. I'd been planning to have Mark's Aunt Florence on the next 13-week cycle of my show to discuss the brisket as well as her tzimmes and gefilte fish, but I really don't see how I'm going to be able to do that now that all this has come about. I don't like blaming family members for what goes wrong with children, because someday when my kids are arrested for grand larceny, I don't want anyone looking accusingly at me, but Mark's behavior was so obviously Florence's fault that even Florence knew it. It must be my fault were, in fact, her first words on the subject when I called to tell her I had gone to New York because her nephew had fallen in love with Thelma Rice. "Don't be silly," I said in reply, but what I was thinking was, you bet your sweet ass it is. Jewish princes are made, not born. Rachel Samstat's Jewish prince routine. You know what a Jewish prince is, don't you? Cocks her eyebrow. If you don't, there's an easy way to recognize one. A simple sentence. Where's the butter? A long pause here because the laugh starts slowly and builds. Okay, we all know where the butter is, don't we? A little smile. The butter is in the refrigerator. The butter is in the refrigerator in a little compartment in the door marked butter. But the Jewish prince doesn't mean where's the butter, he means get me the butter. He's too clever to say get me, so he says where's. And if you say to him, shouting, "In the refrigerator," resume normal tone, and he goes to look, an interesting thing happens, a medical phenomenon that has not been sufficiently remarked upon. The effect of the refrigerator light on the male cornea. Blindness. I don't see it anywhere. Where's the butter is only one of the ways the Jewish prince reveals himself. Sometimes he puts it in a different way. He says, "Is there any butter?" We all know whose fault it is if there isn't, don't we? When he's being really ingenious, he puts it in a way that's meant to sound as if what he needs most of all from you is your incredible wisdom and judgment and creativity. He says, "How do you think butter would taste with this?" He's usually referring to dry toast. I've always believed that the concept of the Jewish princess was invented by a Jewish prince who couldn't get his wife to fetch him the butter.